Okay, so this is it. The long awaited Blackstone Pizza Oven. I've had a chance to play around with this a few times, and I am really excited for it. There's some neat innovation that I'll be pointing out to you, some points of differentiation from other pizza ovens, as well as the original Blackstone. But why don't I just get right into it? So, for starters, one of the things that I like is it's at a nice workable height. You don't have to stoop to put your pizza in. So from an ergonomic standpoint, which is important to me, it's at a nice comfortable working height for you not only to launch your pies, but also to kind of keep an eye on them. And it's at a decent height for people who are over for dinner to check out what's going on, because that's important as well. So where to start with this thing? I think probably the first place to start is here in the back. And Blackstone has done something interesting. It's a high pressure adjustable regulator. I believe that's what it's called. And so what that means is you can adjust how much propane is being released from the propane bottle into your oven. And what that will do is it will change the flame, and it will allow the flame to be raised and lowered. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn the flame up a little bit so you can get a little better look at it. But in a nutshell, it's cold out here right now. It's 36 degrees in western Montana, and I've just fired this thing up for preheat. So you may notice, similar to the original Blackstone pizza oven, there's a rotating turntable here, and there's a pizza stone that sits on top of the turntable, and above it there's a pizza stone as well. So you've got refraction coming from not one but two stones. The one over the top is clearly going to assist with cooking the food from the top down once it's properly heat soaked. Then the bottom one, is what you will be cooking on. But something that they did here that I find significant is if I were to go ahead and remove this pizza stone, it's sitting on a cast iron turntable, and that cast iron turntable is right, the burner, is cooking directly onto that cast iron turntable. So you've got heat getting sunk into this cast iron turntable. You've got heat getting sunk into this pizza stone. You've got heat getting sunk into the pizza stone over the top. And, any other thermal mass that this oven has. So there's a lot of ways for it to absorb and retain heat, which is interesting and kind of fun. I have the unit with the cart, and I botched up the assembly a little bit, and these are countertop legs that I just haven't yet taken off, so it fits more snugly into the cart. But this is a really fun pizza oven, and I've only barely started scratching the surface with it. I'm going to run a few pies through it tonight and see how that goes. It'll be interesting to film it, based on the amount of light that I have and so on. But yeah, this is a kind of a view, 360 view of the Blackstone. And I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are on this. We're going to be seeing a lot of pizza ovens from manufacturers this year and into the future, and this is no exception. This rotating stone concept is something that I'm relatively new to. I have one other pizza oven that utilizes a rotating stone, and it's fascinating to me. It's interesting. You can just toggle the power on and off. I did put some D batteries in here, which are pretty expensive to find these days. But there's also a plug that you can plug it into, and that gets the turntable spinning. You've got temperature adjust on the front, but for the most part, I mean, it's an oven, and it's simple. It can get supposedly well over 1200 degrees. I've had it to about 900 degrees, and I'll continue to test that. I haven't had the need or the reason to jack it up to a super high temperature, strictly because of the limited amount of times that I've had the opportunity to use it. But regardless, leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think of this new Blackstone pizza oven. And please go ahead, consider following along and subscribing, as there will be plenty of Blackstone as well as other pizza content headed your way in the near future. Thank you for watching, and cheers.